How many of you went to private school? How many of you went to public school? We've all endured the education system, whether it's public or private. Whether you're a former student, a current student, a parent, a teacher, or an activist, we can all relate to the ups and downs of our education. If you had to guess what country has one of the top educational systems in the world, what would you say? It's not the United States. Finland. Finland has one of the top education systems in the world. Why is that? What do they do to make them the creme de la creme? Finland's education system has many points as to why they are leading the world in education. From their no testing policy, to banning private schools, starting school late, top-notch teachers, and their concern for the well-being of the children. I've endured the education system, and as a parent, I've navigated the public school system. And now studying to be a teacher for high schoolers, it gives me some insight to compare our current education system to that of Finland's education success. Finland has one of the most successful education systems, and for good reason. They've worked hard to get where they are, and they've truly put the children first. A couple of steps that Finland has taken to ensure the success of their education system is that starting school late, banning private schools, not having standardized testing. Can you imagine? No worrying about preparing for the ITBS? Ugh, shows how old I am. It's milestones nowadays. Let's examine the ways Finland has success. Everyone attends a public school. Private schools are banned. By having everyone attend a public school, it gives them equality among students. No student is better because they've had a better education. Everyone's invested in school. Parents, government, all in it for the success of the public school. There's no competition for funds or who will receive a better education. The government, the parents, instead of putting their money into private schools, they are all putting it into the public school that they are for. Therefore, it makes it a better school. There's no testing. I repeat, there is no standardized testing. There's more time for learning. In Finland, they don't have standardized testing, and that gives the ability for teachers to focus on the learning aspect we've seemed to lose touch with in the United States. There's no competition among schools. Again, here in the U.S., schools compete to have the highest scores. What school's the best? The one with the highest score. As a parent, I'm even guilty of looking at a school and saying, look how low their testing scores are. Now, school starts later, and that has different meanings. By school starting later, it benefits adolescent clocks. Research has found that by them going to their internal clocks and starting school later, they're more capable of retaining information and learning more. Now, the other meaning later has is children also don't start school until they reach the age of 7. More studies have found that children do better in their school studies until that age. Younger than 7 learn to play. They have the saying in Finland, when they are ready, they're ready. So why stress them out? Overall, Finland seems to have a grip on their education system. And most importantly, their children are happy. They've exterminated competition among schools by getting rid of testing, starting school later, and banning private schools, creating equality among all. We can learn something from them. Finnish children are among the happiest in the world. I want that for my children, their future children. Let's be like Finland. If you had the schooling like Finland growing up, how different do you think you'd be? What do you think it could do for a future generation? We can do so much better in our education system. Let's take a page from Finland.